Yeah, that was an interesting start for him because it wasn't the way that he scripted getting into the game. He had all kinds of trouble from the hit by pitch to the and then the homer on a breaking ball to Davis, which is a tough one. But he just got stronger and stronger and stronger as the game went along, and as he built himself up and the velocity even came up a little bit. His conviction, his pitches got way better. His breaking ball got way better. His command. He went from not really having an idea what was going on to where his pitches were going to the best he's been, as a regular season Astro.
Before the game, you said something kind of funny. You said that when you have to fill out a lineup that doesn't have Beltran, doesn't have Springer, that doesn't have Altuve, you describe it as feeling awkward.
Mm-hmm.
So how do things feel now?
Yeah, that felt good, especially since the two guys that had the best game I didn't mention, Gurriel and Gaddis. I mean, those are strong bottom of the order hitters, and when we have our full team intact, and we've got a long lineup, and we just keep coming at you, and I don't want to fall in a habit of falling behind the way that we have in the first month, but this month we'll convince our players that we are never out of it. We're just going to keep pecking away at them, and we did. I think they let us in the game a little bit, a couple different ways, and we took advantage of some mistakes. But that's what good teams do. We get as many opportunities as we can to get back even. Once we got back even, I felt like we were in control of the game.
To piggyback that point about not falling behind, how critical was it to get those 3 runs to the bottom of the first to get right back in?
Yeah, it was important, and we got a little help. The leadoff walk is important, George, and then the catcher's interference helped us. So we kind of set ourselves up without having to put the ball in play, which is an advantage to us. You get to the middle of the order, but fortunate for the infield hit with Beltran, and then obviously Yuli came up big with a base hit, and Gaddis had a nice little placement in the double. So we've got good hitters throughout the lineup, and I think that gives me comfort that we're not going to try to do too much. We're not going to overswing. We do have some power, but we don't have to rely solely on getting back from a deficit with a long ball.
You say that you don't want this to become a habit, and
I want the winning to become a habit. Let me specify that.
And it was interesting. You also say how you point to these moments that are maybe a bit of good luck for the Astros, bad luck for the Athletics, but you're also kind of ignoring that. 4 times in this game, you got a runner on third, and with 2 outs, and that guy's driven home, right? I mean, what has defined this team this season is the depth of the lineup, combined with a relentlessness throughout the game. I mean, there's no reason to downplay
well
that.
Put. Take that quote, put my name by it. I'll take it.
You were very patient with Springer getting in the lineup. Was this an example about him? He had to leg out that infield hit. And
he picked us up. That at bat that Hunter's talking about, that at bat, we're first and third. We put Bregman in motion. Aoki never takes a called third strike. Took a called third strike. They strike him out, throw him out. And then Springer steps up and gets the single to score the run. Sort of picked up the entire process. The strikeout with a runner going is unfortunate. Obviously, we go from a first and third, no outs, to a runner on third, 2 outs. And that resiliency and that toughness at that at-bat is big. It tied the game and kind of gave us a little bit of momentum after having what we thought was going to be a big inning. We took what we could at the end. So those singular at-bats are always critical. We do take advantage of mistakes, and I like that there's no let-up. Bregman swung the bat very well tonight, and the sacrifice fly was as big a swing as anyone had in. And we won't talk about it very much unless I bring it up. But there's the tack-on runs at the end that we just got to keep coming at you, and we do that throughout the order.
It's been kind of a whirlwind in the outfield for him, but get back to right field and makes it.
Yeah, no, he found the wall again, and obviously, and it's a big for him. He loves playing against his ex-team. That's gonna bring out a little emotion in him. Had a couple really good swings. I don't know how many hits he would have had had he not hit Vogt first. He might have had another hit mixed in there, but such a good player, pretty underrated. He can do it all. He plays every day. He's got a ton of energy. He's great on the bench, and he's fearless. And that combination is a really good characteristic that fits in on this club very easily. Yeah, I thought he was going to break out of it a little bit more in Cleveland. He started swinging the bat pretty well, and had a couple tough at bats late in games over there, and then comes back here, had a couple of tough at bats, and then the big double at the end to break things open. I always feel like he's one swing away. I think he loosens up as he gets more success and feels a little bit better about his pitch selection, and the hit total will come up, the power will come up. He's very much in the middle of the order, and is going to be a big piece for us. And I'm happy that we got guys around him that are picking him up while he's, getting his footing. But there's going to be a week here pretty soon where he's the best player in the league, and when that comes, we're gonna have a nice week.